me share something with you about Jerry, and I think that a lot of people don't necessarily know this, but you know, one of the things we talk about what we're trying to do right now with training, and we're trying to do stuff across the state, and we've got the training money that we've never had before. But in the past, back in, I think it was 2002, Mike Burton was the fire chief in Grand Rapids, and the Kent County Chiefs decided that year that they were going to put some money towards fire officer training. The fire officer training actually occurred over at the Tassel Center, which was a relationship between the Grand Rapids Fire Department and Grand Rapids Community College. And the deal was, to get the money, you had to have more than 3 fire departments participate. So it couldn't be just a Grand Rapids Fire Department event. And actually, Jerry came over, I think there was one other gentleman, Tim Schweitzer from East Grand Rapids, and Sean Abbey out of Kentwood, and that gave us the population we needed. And Gary Crum, there's a name from the past, right? Gary Crum came to me and said, we want you to run this program, we'll get you the funding, don't worry about it, but we want it to be multi-jurisdictional. The idea is, let's do some collaboration here in the county. And Jerry was really at the beginning of that. What a lot of people didn't realize is that the class, it was the Maryland program at the time, it was like a college class that met for 4 hours, and you went from chapter to chapter. Well, about 3 weeks into it, Jerry and I figured out one night after class that we better partake in maybe an adult beverage. If you can believe that. So Jerry and I we would go out to different places, and we started inviting the class, and it was amazing. The students started coming, and the class was set up, it was an interesting thing. It was offered at night, it was offered again in the morning. It didn't matter when you came, whether it was morning or night, you just had to come every week to the class. And we want to take credit, Jerry and I, we were talking about earlier, we invented Beer City in Grand Rapids. Believe it or not, Jerry says to me one night, Jerry Bowen invented it. He said to me one night, he says, hey, I hear there's this place over in Comstock Park that has a craft beer. Took us we had to do a little seeking, but we found it. And all joking aside, by the time that class was done, pretty much everybody was going out at some point after. There was definitely a field between departments, and I want to thank you for being part of that. And our friend, like I said, our friendship goes back a long ways. And it also goes back a little further, 7 years in a row? 6 years in a row. 7 years in a row. State extrication champions right here in Sparta, Michigan. Jerry McCoy, he's part of that. There's a ton of people that are going to come up here tonight. There's quite a few of them in the crowd on that team. Congratulations. It's been an honor to be here. Congratulations on your retirement. I know there's a lot of folks that want to see and talk to you tonight. I wish you the best, and it's been a fun ride, and I'm better because I was friends with Jerry Bowen. Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. I'm going to start things off tonight and present Chief with a award from the department. And he knows I'm going to struggle through this as well. My first meeting with Jerry was almost 21 years ago now. My first day at East Grand Rapids, I was assigned to Sergeant Jerry Bolin as my shift sergeant. And Jerry and I have become very close friends. Worked together tremendously through the years, good, bad. Leaned on him as a union rep numerous times at work. He's always been there. He's been a mentor to me, several people in this department. I can go on about the stories with Jerry. There's a couple that really come to mind, and we all know Jerry sometimes doesn't hear all the best at times. And radio traffic is terrible. But we're working a house fire at work. We're on Floral Street. I'm on the upstairs with another guy. We're fighting a house fire. We're calling for water. We're yelling in the radio. We're calling. Jerry's command. Next thing I turn around, somebody's tugging at my leg. What do you need? Here he is sitting behind me, no air pack on, no turnout gear, standing there wanting to get right in the middle of the action going, what do you guys need? He's always looking out for us. Good or bad, he was always there looking out for us. And now I'm going to embarrass you at a good one. A couple of years ago, we were down to FDIC. walk into the restroom, and he had this little Tweety bird chirp on his phone. And they're standing there at the urinal going to the bathroom, and there's a couple of guys standing next to him. All of a sudden, somebody chirps in on his phone, his little Tweety bird goes off. Didn't think anything about it, I knew it was his phone. The guy next to him goes, well, that was awkward, but thanks. So, I mean, we can go on with all these stories, but
Well, we all looked at each other and went, that was cute.
on behalf of the fire department, the community, for your 15 years of dedicated service to the community, the department, me personally, my family, I would like to present you on behalf of the department a presentation bell for your years of service.
Well, Jerry, on behalf of the Sparta Township Board, I'd like to present this certificate of appreciation awarded to Chief Jerry Boland for dedicated service as Fire Chief of the Sparta Fire Department, July 21st, 2003 to June 30th, 2018. Awarded this 14th day of June 2018 by the Board of the Township of Sparta. And Jerry, really enjoyed working with you. You got a big heart. And that really helps if you're a fireman. And Jerry's always been there for the community. Community's always backed Jerry, and he's done some wonderful things for the fire department and grants and all the wonderful equipment. So, my pleasure to present this to you, Jerry.
Well, first of all, I need to thank everybody for coming. It's been fantastic to have all of you here. Great, actually. And means a lot to me and it means a lot to my wife. Okay. I'll get past that. Now, the other thing is, yeah, we got a lot of equipment. We really had a lot of stuff we've been able to purchase, but a lot of it was grant money, and my wife was responsible for about half of the grants that we got. And we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for my wife. She's been absolutely incredible, and still is. She's still doing well. So I really, want to make sure that she gets recognition for what she's done here too.